Greetings, everyone. I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 12 of my favorite 31 keyboard players of all time. The final dozen, the top 12. We've been counting down each and every day here this month in July, which is nearing an end. Can't believe it. 2025. And we're picking across all genres, right? So today, for my pick number 12, this is a guy, another one of those guys who's played with a ton of people. He's got a ton of solo albums, tons of collaborations. He spent some time in one of my favorite lineups of all time. And he has made a name for himself with his talents on the Fender Rhodes electric piano, on the Mini Moog, the clavinet, the Hohner clavinet D6, the ARP string ensemble, the Prophet 5. He's got a guitar, Yamaha grand piano, and electric piano, all the above, and then some. Let's bring to the stage Mr. George Duke. That's right. The amazing George Duke. Also, pretty good vocalist, too, I might add. But man, the guy with the funky keys, like I said, tons and tons of releases. Go look up his discography. It's wide, it's varied, and a shit ton of solo albums. But for me, some of George's most compelling stuff happened to be playing in a dangerous little band that was manned by a guy named Frank Zappa, right? The Mothers of Invention. And some of my favorite George Duke playing can be heard on some of those Zappa albums that he did. So let's kind of go through and talk about some of these picks here. Um, First of all, let's start with 1973's Overnight Sensation. So here again, this to me, one of the greatest bands of all time. This lineup, which of course consisted of George Duke, and you got Ian Underwood and Bruce Fowler and Ruth Underwood and Jean-Luc Ponty and Tom Fowler and Ralph Humphrey and all the Sal Marquez, all these people. I mean, the lineup varied a little bit from album to album, tour to tour, but George was a part of this whole era. So good, songs like Camarillo Brillo and I'm the Slime, Dirty Love 50/50, right? Zombie Wolf, Montana, Dynamo Hum, Dynamo Hum. I mean, again, laying down amazing Mini Moog solos, amazing textures and colors and majesticness on the Fender Rhodes, right? And how about that funky clavinet? To me, those are the three instruments that I think really, really made a mark on these Zapp albums. Just so, so good. So good. And this is, a terrific start to this kind of run throughout the 70s, you know. So next up, let's go to a little album that technically was not a Mother's album. It's a Frank Zappa album, and that's going to be Apostrophe, right? Released in 1974. Here, great sounding album. And here again, that kind of core of musicians that I just mentioned, Marquez, Underwood, Napoleon Murphy Brock is here on saxophone. You got the Fowler brothers, you got Sugarcane Harris on here, and Jean-Luc Ponty, and Ruth Underwood, and George. You know, additional to other, Jack Bruce plays on here as well during the amazing title track, right, which is so good. But here you got, Don't Eat the Yellow Snow, Nanook Rubs It, right? You got St. Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast, and that's the great thing. I mean, these arrangements are just out of control, and you need someone who's really, really nimble on the keyboards to keep up with all the horn parts, violin and guitar, right? Father Oblivion, Cosmic Debris, like I said, the title track, Uncle Remus Stinkfoot is so good. Extra Fugal Fours, right? So much good stuff on here. So much good stuff on here. And then I can't not include the great One Size Fits All, which, as most of you know, if you follow me, that is my favorite Frank Zappa album of all time. And, to me, this is just absolute perfection. Again, you got George on here, Napoleon Murphy Brock, you got Ruth Underwood, Chester Thompson plays drums on this one, Tom Fowler on bass, you know, Captain Beefheart, Johnny Guitar Watson, James Yeoman also play on this, but you got like a little more of concise of a core on this particular album. But man, such good stuff. How about Inca Roads? How about George's playing on Inca Roads? It's funky, but yet it's so majestic. right? Gorgeous stuff on here. You got everybody talks about the great Zappa guitar solo, which is amazing on Inca Roads, but George's playing is just outstanding on here. Can't Afford No Shoes, Sofa Number One, brilliant. Pajama People, killer. Side two, you got Florentine Pogan, right? Evelyn, a modified dog. Love that piano there, right? San Bernardino, Andy, and Sofa Number Two. Lots of cool mini Moog and other textures all throughout this. Just really, really great stuff. Really great stuff. And as far as a song, so I mean, again, lots to choose from here. I ultimately decided to go with a song that has one of my favorite solos from George, but also some really cool other stuff. So I'm going to go to the Roxy and Elsewhere album, one of the great live albums of all time, and I'm going to go with Don't You Ever Watch That Thing, which for me has probably the most the tastiest, most melodic Fender Rhodes electric piano solo from George I think that I've ever heard. It's just amazing. It's so amazing. It comes right before the drum solo, and it's like 2 minutes long. So it's just amazing. It just he takes you on this wonderful flight. It's so melodic. It's got chops, of course, but it's just what George does so good. And then not to be forgotten, towards the end of the song, while Frank is getting ready to do his guitar solo, you've got that amazing clavinet thing he's doing, which is so good. I mean, it's so important. His work on the clavinet, which I think is, I kind of always think of George. Like I said, George, when I think of George Duke, I think clavinet, mini Moog, Fender Rhodes. That's what I think of. And he's so good on all three. But yeah, but adding all these cool flavors to this one track, a great solo, and then the awesome clavinet work. Just so good. So good. So that's my pick for song. Don't you ever watch that thing? And then, of course, we got, like I said, Apostrophe, Overnight Sensation, and One Size Fits All from the great George Duke, who was my pick today, pick number 12. And so I see a lot of you have picked him already. So let us know. But let us know what you think of George down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today, pick number 12. And we will see you tomorrow for number 11, right? So till then, visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube all together, and Instagram all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options all down below. Thanks in advance for all your support, folks. It's greatly appreciated. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. Don't touch that dial. Top 10 albums, ranking the album show coming up in just a little bit. Black Oak, Arkansas. I'll see you there at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. Bye bye.